Imagine for a moment standing at the edge of a vast, dark forest. The trees loom tall, their branches tangled in shadows, whispering secrets to anyone daring enough to listen. You feel a pull, a mysterious force drawing you closer. But what's that feeling deep within you? A mix of fear and curiosity. The unknown seems daunting, yet you can't look away. What if I told you, what if the parts of yourself you hide away, the fears, the weaknesses, the things you've ignored, hold the greatest power? Today we're diving deep into something Carl Jung, the pioneering psychologist, called the shadow side. It's that part of you that you'd rather avoid, but it may be the secret to finding the strength and direction you've been searching for all your life. So I invite you to step into the shadows with me. Embrace the unknown. By the end of this journey, you might just find the answers you've been looking for and a new purpose you never expected. Let's explore how understanding your shadow side can reveal your true self and ultimately the meaning of your life. Carl Jung, a visionary Swiss psychiatrist, revolutionized how we understand the human psyche. His groundbreaking ideas on the unconscious mind opened new doors for self-awareness and personal growth. But there's one concept he introduced that has resonated through generations: the shadow side. The shadow, as Jung described it, is that hidden part of ourselves, the traits, feelings, and impulses we deny or repress. It's the side of us we're often too afraid to face. In fact, most people go their entire lives unaware of the shadow's influence. But Jung believed that ignoring this part of our psyche only weakens us, pushing us further from living a true, fulfilling life. Why is the shadow so important? It's not just about the bad or uncomfortable things we hide. Jung saw the shadow as an essential part of our growth, something that, when fully integrated into our conscious awareness, can lead us to greater strength, authenticity, and self-actualization. By acknowledging our shadow, we give ourselves permission to grow beyond the limits we've imposed on ourselves. It's in the most uncomfortable parts of our psyche where true power lies. Imagine this: the feelings you've feared most, when faced with compassion and acceptance, can unlock your potential and open doors to possibilities you never thought possible. The shadow side is not just about confronting the uncomfortable parts of ourselves. It's directly linked to understanding the purpose of our lives. Carl Jung believed that when we refuse to face the shadow, we miss out on the true essence of who we are meant to be. What if I told you that your purpose lies hidden in the parts of you that you've been running away from? The pain, the fear, and the insecurities that you try to suppress could actually be calling you to step into a higher version of yourself. You see, our shadow often holds the very gifts we're meant to offer the world. Now we're faced with the next challenge. How do we embrace the shadow? How do we step into those darker, hidden parts of ourselves and find the strength to move forward? Jung proposed that we begin by acknowledging the shadow rather than repressing it. Acknowledging doesn't mean letting it control us. It means recognizing it as a part of us that has been neglected or ignored. This process can be difficult, but it's incredibly powerful. Through self-reflection, journaling, and sometimes even facing uncomfortable truths, we begin the process of integration. You stop running and start understanding. And when we truly embrace the shadow, that's when transformation begins. So how do we begin this process? How do we confront and integrate the shadow into our daily lives? It starts with small but powerful actions. Self-reflection. Take a quiet moment and ask yourself, what are the traits or emotions I try to push away? What situations in your life tend to trigger these feelings? These are clues to your shadow. Journaling, write down your thoughts and feelings. Try to be honest with yourself about the emotions you might be avoiding. The more you write, the clearer these patterns will become. Embrace discomfort. Sometimes we need to step into uncomfortable situations that challenge our usual way of thinking. This could mean confronting something from your past that you've ignored or taking on a challenge that scares you. When you start integrating the shadow, something remarkable happens. You begin to break free from the limitations you've placed on yourself. Instead of seeing your fears and weaknesses as obstacles, you start seeing them as opportunities for growth. As you integrate your shadow, you open up new possibilities for yourself. You become stronger, more authentic, and more aligned with your true purpose. Your inner conflicts become sources of power, guiding you toward a deeper understanding of who you are. Carl Jung's concept of individuation is a key part of this journey. It's the process of becoming your true self, and it can't happen without facing your shadow. Individuation is the journey of self-discovery, of becoming whole. When we deny the shadow, we are fragmenting our psyche. We may feel disconnected from ourselves, living out of alignment with our true nature. But when we embrace the shadow, we begin to understand the deeper layers of who we are. This is where true growth begins. As you begin to integrate your shadow, you'll notice a profound transformation. You'll stop living in fear of your imperfections and instead use them as sources of strength. Jung believed that the dark parts of us are often the parts that hold the key to our personal growth. When we embrace them, we stop living a life defined by fear and limitation and begin living a life of authenticity, purpose, and freedom. The shadow is not something to fear, it's something to understand. When you embrace your shadow, you open yourself up to a life of deeper meaning and authenticity. You begin to live your truth, and in doing so, you step into your life's true purpose. I challenge you today, take a moment to reflect on your own shadow. What parts of you have you been avoiding? What can you learn from them? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your journey. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content about self-discovery and personal growth. Let's continue this conversation and step into the light of our true selves together.